Long ago, in the time before our fathers' fathers, before we knew to cultivate the wheat or to cull the deer, there lived a man named Enki the hunter. Enki was so skilled as a hunter that he could kill any creature which moved on four legs, be it a goat or a gazelle or a roe deer. And his wife, Gula the gatherer, could find any olives and figs and pistachios for as long as a man could walk in a day from around the village. And yet, despite the great skill of Enki and Gula and the other hunters and gatherers of the tribe was finding less and less food to eat every season. One year, there had been so little food to find that the tribe worried that they would not make it through the winter. So they sent out all of the hunters and gatherers to find as much food as they can in one last expedition. During his hunt, Enki came upon a great roe deer with many points on his antlers. And Enki chased the deer for 10 days and 10 nights without rest. And the deer ran for 10 days and 10 nights without rest. And when it finally succumbed to its wounds, it had fallen inside of a clearing in the woods. In this clearing, for as far as the eye can see, all of the trees of the woods had been cut down. And in the distance, Enki could see the lights of fire burning from a village nearby. Well, Enki was so tired from his hunt that he decided that he should go to that village and ask if he could rest there overnight. And when he did, the villagers were very kind and gladly offered him a fire to rest by for the night. When he awoke, Enki was very surprised by what he saw. The people of this village had torn down the forest and had somehow tricked the plants into growing exactly where they wanted them to, and they had tricked the animals into not migrating away for the winter. Enki was very confused by this, and so he found a person working in the fields and asked them how they had managed to trick the plants so. The person was called Paubi the gardener, and she taught him the way that they grew plants, by clearing the land, tilling, planting, weeding, protecting the plants, and by cultivating them for the next season. This is why they can never leave their village, she explained. Later, Enki met with a man tending the animals, who called himself Nairam the shepherd. Nairam explained to Enki how they had domesticated their animals, and how they had to protect them from predators, and make sure to only eat the animals not required to breed the next generation of cattle. Enki realized that this lifestyle brought much happiness to this people, but he also saw that it required them to work all the time, that it required many people to maintain, and that many people in the village were sick. And most terrifying of all, that these people had forgotten how to hunt, or how even to survive outside of their village. The people begged Enki to stay, to help them tend the fields and to protect the cattle, but Enki knew his duty was to his people. So Enki left their village and returned to ours, carrying with him the deer from his hunt and the knowledge from the strange tribe he had met. He taught our ancestors which plants to gather so that we would have more in the next year, and that by saving the youngest animals, more would return later. But he also taught us the dangers of the other tribe's stationary lifestyle, of the sickness and the vulnerability. The people listened to his words, and soon they found that there was more food than ever before. These lessons, taught to our ancestors by Enki the hunter, created the lifestyle which we enjoy today.